there was a church service at the NASCAR race because it was Easter.
Nice.
So it was a night race. They had like a 4:00 church service. Tim Tebow was the preacher. Tim Tebow did, what, like a
altar call.
What's it called? Altar call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every head bowed, every eye closed. Raise your hand if you'd like to accept the Lord as your personal Lord and Savior.
Great.
I think I talked to that kid. He's like, dude, how was the service? I just got saved by Tim Tebow. Dude, if you like get up to heaven, what's your story? To like, dude, I got saved by Tim Tebow. They gotta get in here, dude.
Do you think that you get to cut the line
Yes,
depending on
dude,
who
yes.
gave you the message?
Depending on how you got saved. Yeah. Like that we talked about over Christmas, that you text in to get saved.
Right.
They're gonna be like, hold on, we can get you in. We just it's gonna take a second for us. We got an auxiliary list for y'all.
Yes.
If you get saved by Tim Tebow, Billy Graham.
Yep.
Get in here.
Definitely.
They don't have to check your record. This count as a real salvation.
Tim's got like speed pass salvation. You jump right to the front of the line.
They just have a QR code.
Yeah. How many are with you?
Yeah.
I think that's in Corinthians, I think.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Corinthians. Yeah. This week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Caldera Lab, baby. We have a new sponsor, baby.
Yeah, we do.
Let's go. I've been into it heavy. The Caldera Lab. Say goodbye to the generic face wash on your counter because Caldera Lab is here to save the day when it comes to your skin, baby. Backed by leading clinical trial where 9 out of 10 men, 9 out of 10 persons that identify as men. Come on, John, don't start like this. Experienced now it's not in the official transcript. Experienced healthier and visibly improved skin. That is true. Look at my face. Can you zoom in? Don't zoom in. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, you can zoom in on your own if you want.
Great.
Today we have an exclusive offer for our audience. You can try for yourself and see why so many men trust Caldera Lab for the skincare needs. Use Net Positive at calderalab.com for 20% off their best products, baby. I'm in deep. It's 5 products.
Yep.
The one I have is 5. Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's like a full spread.
They got you everything.
Yeah.
Do you like to do a routine?
I'm starting to.
Yeah.
This definitely helps. I've been trying to get into like bedtime routine type stuff, morning routine. And like this has now become a part of mine for sure.
So now I have 5. They give me 5 pieces of,
Yes.
right? You have the wash, you have the lotion, you have all the stuff.
Yep.
The clean slate, yep.
Yep.
The base layer, the good. I have all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in there. As you age, you might notice fine lines, wrinkles, and signs. This is the opposite of what every guy wants. That is actually a fact. The more you neglect your skin, the more visible you can become over time. Take control of your skin with these easy steps. Oh, and the icon. All right, that's not part of the eye.
The icon one's like a little bonus one there too for your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just give you extra stuff in case. Yeah.
Is that rejuvenating eye serum?
Got
it's
it.
there to address your 3 most common skin concerns around the eye, which are the fine lines, the dark circles, and puffiness.
Yeah.
So
People
all
watch
there.
the show think I smoke weed. You ever seen that in the comments?
Yeah.
They're like, "What's this guy smoking?
Mhm.
Why is that?"
I think they're looking at your eyes.
Yeah, they're like
your eyes are a little, maybe a little puffy, maybe a little dark circles, maybe a little fine lines.
Well, if you stop, we're gonna stop seeing those comments.
That's right.
Caldera Lab, baby. Read the call to action.
Get 20% off with our code NETPOSITIVE at calderalab.com. That's 20% off at calderalab.com by using code NETPOSITIVE. Unlock your youthful glow and be ready for summer.
Yeah.
I know I am with Caldera Lab.
Yeah. Put on this Caldera Lab. And the Dalai Lama, well, I'm not going to do that joke. Come on, dude. It's too early. It's not going to do that. We're not doing that joke. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Net Positive. We're stacked up. We got a hot lineup. Yeah, we just got, we just reviewed we just got back from a NASCAR race.
Talk about it. It looks
fire. Easter, we got to talk about.
Yep.
We got a hot lineup of news here. Very hot lineup of news. Then we got some people email, why doesn't everybody just agree with us?
I ask myself that every day.
I go, I'm pretty positive, and then we get emails, and they go, John, nah, this is not the take.
Yeah.
So we'll have some debates on that in the emails.
Yes.
And then we got to find wrap up of the show. Plenty of news. What a week.
How was NASCAR, though?
What a week, baby. Now to NASCAR, had a man, a guy named Jeremy, ran up to me after the race, actually before the race, and said, yo, big fan of the podcast.
No way.
He said, big fan of the podcast. Listen every week. I go, what's your name, bro? He goes, Jeremy.
What's
I
up,
go,
Jer?
yeah, shout out. Jeremy, dude, the full squad.
Jer Bear.
There's actually there was a church service at the NASCAR race because it was Easter.
Nice.
So it was a night race. They had like a 4:00 church service.
Yeah.
And then Tim Tebow was the preacher.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Did I see Corey did worship too?
Yeah, Corey.
Nice,
oh
dude.
yeah, Corey Asbury. He's been in here.
That's awesome.
Corey Asbury's been in here, and then Tim Tebow led worship. No, sorry,
Did,
Tim Tebow was the preacher.
Did Corey play Devil Ain't Got No Riz or no?
Devil ain't got no riz. He didn't play that.
Dang.
He did wink at me from the stage though,
That's cool.
which you know what was hilarious?
Is that blasphemous?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We had all right. So it's very. I was trying to explain it. It's a very. If they have like a church service, let's say like the morning of like the Super Bowl,
Mhm.
it's like the most commercial. Easter is already pretty commercial. You're not going to say like, "Hey, everybody in here, you're going to hell." It's very safe.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah, I think
very
so.
safe. Very
Welcoming.
We'll play the hits,
Mhm.
Amazing Grace, y'all know that, and then we'll do like a God wants you to feel good.
We're all here so you don't get fined.
Jesus loves you. We're here. Yeah, have fun at the race.
Yeah.
No, like the New Testament is full of like, hey, you guys are screwing up,
Mhm.
and you guys are not good people, and you're claiming to be Christians. There's none of that.
Mhm.
There's not much of that going on anyway.
Sure.
I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like in general,
Yep.
in 2023 at churches, there's not much of that going on anyway. That's hilarious. Okay, so then it was a very like it was broadcast on TV or like the you'd have like the Fox pre-show before the NFL.
Mhm.
So a little bit of this church service was broadcast. So there was like this like a VIP section where all the drivers that NASCAR drivers, like 35 of them, and their wives and their families come, right? All the media and all the like personalities, like not to flex, but I was in there. It's necessary for the story.
Yep.
So, and there's up on the stage, there's cameras like this pointing at people like in the crowd, but
Mhm.
like you're supposed to be like,
Not paying attention to the cameras.
yeah, you're supposed to be like worshiping, like and singing along.
Right.
Okay, so this guy gets up and he's like, we really we're so grateful to put like God first in this like church service, and that he was like the leader of NASCAR. We're like so great that God let us do this service, and if it wasn't for God, that we'd all be like just like going on and on about this. And then I was watching the cameras because they put the cameras up on the jumbotron, like the film so you can see if you're up there.
Right.
So there were Corey was singing Amazing Grace,
Mhm.
which, okay, Corey, just like it's like stealing someone else's joke for your closer.
Mm.
I'm not going to say, I'm not going to
Sure.
be critical of him. We love him. But he's like, but I would do that probably too. It's not his show. It's like, this is for everybody.
Yeah.
Singing Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. Like, I think even if you're not Christian, you know that.
Yeah.
I think, I wouldn't say who's not Christian. I think Bin Laden knows that song.
Yeah. Has
Bin-
definitely heard it.
Bin Laden heard it. Yeah, that's a
He'd
good
be like,
one.
I don't know who wrote this, but
Yeah,
like,
I
have
heard this
it.
song.
Yeah.
I can kind of sing along with it. Like, I don't care how deep you are, how far from the Lord you have traveled.
Mhm.
That song comes on, you go, oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
So the guy that was saying all these Christian things, then they went to him and on Amazing Grace, and he didn't know the words. He wasn't. They because you go, I don't want to get caught. Because it goes to your face.
Yeah.
And the Christian song is on.
Yeah.
That's like saying you grew up in the 80s and they're like, pour some sugar. And you're like, all right, either you didn't grow up in the 80s then.
Yeah.
Because that's not true.
You're not really about it.
And not about it. Yeah, you're not about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you taught a lot of talking up there.
Yeah.
A lot of talking. So there was some songs that Phil Wickham is another
Love Phil.
Christian
Yeah.
Worship leader, and he had some songs that I didn't know, and I was like, I was ducking the cameras.
You got it. That's when you take the
I was
like we did
ducking the
with
cameras.
Devil Ain't Got No Riz. That's when you
Yeah.
just take like closed eyes.
Yeah, you just go
prayer
close eyes.
posture.
Yeah.
You
I was
just
trying to
kinda-
go. I tried to go down.
Yep.
Yeah, because I didn't want to you don't want to get exposed.
No,
I've been in this game before. I know how this works. I
Yeah.
saw up there. I go, I'm not doing this. Because that would be if they go to John Crist.
Yeah.
This guy is deep in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't want to expose myself.
Mhm.
I hid.
Fair.
Yeah, had to. But Tim,
How was Tim's
Tim
Tim's
Tebow,
sermon?
great. Tim's a good guy. I talked to him for a second afterwards.
Nice.
Tim's a great guy.
Get him on the pod.
Oh, we have Tim on the pod.
I'm sure he pulls
Yeah.
up here every now and then.
Yeah, Tim comes through Nashville. His wife is Miss. We talked about this?
About Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, he's dating Miss Everything.
Yeah.
Or he's married to Miss Universe, right?
I don't know if they worked out.
No, they did. Yeah, I met her. I talked to her.
Which one?
Look at Andrew. He's like, what?
Which Miss Universe?
Tim Tebow is married to Miss Universe.
Oh, okay.
Miss World.
Got it.
Sweetheart. She's from South Africa.
I don't know.
From South Africa. Yeah, she's great.
Good for him.
Yeah, I wonder how long do you think you can have, you have like Miss Davidson County 2015 in your Instagram bio? You got to get rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is the NASCAR race in Bristol was sponsored by Food City. There had a girl with a sash on said Miss Food City.
Nice.
I go, Miss Food City. You're like, dude, I used to date Miss Kroger, and okay, that's stupid. Yo, Miss Aldi is like a little rough around the edges,
Yes.
but she's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Publix, Miss Whole Foods.
Pretentious.
Nah, I'm not with Miss Whole Foods. She's probably acting like she's better than everybody.
For sure.
Yeah. She is a skincare.
Acts like she had a struggle.
Yeah, but she didn't. Yeah, Miss Trader Joe's.
Has a struggle.
Yeah, has a struggle and hair on her armpits. Come on, guys. No, but I was thinking so Tim Tebow did Miss Food City is why I saw Miss Food City.
I've never even seen a Food City.
Yeah.
Where
Food
is that?
City is like a what is it? It's a it's
a regional.
It has to be a grocery store, I think.
I would assume so.
She had a sash that said Miss Food City. See if you can look her up. No, let's not do this. Let's not look up Miss Food City. We support her. She won the crown.
Proud of her.
Yeah. Miss Food City. Yeah, there it is.
Elizabeth Reynolds.
Yeah. She was cool.
Oh, she was last year.
Crowned. Miss Foods. All right, that has to be the sponsor.
This year's event hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so she won last year.
All right, what is the competition? Elizabeth McReynolds.
Yeah, I wonder what they have to do.
Crown.
Like, is
Miss
it the
Food
same as
City.
other pageants?
Yeah.
Like, is there a swimsuit part of this? You know?
Is there is there? Who knows? Miss Food City.
They don't have it on the website, so we'll never know.
Miss Food City can come by the pod.
Sure.
Yeah. But Tim Tebow did like a get saved.
Mm-hmm.
Like a repeat after me.
Altar call.
What's it called? Altar call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, and people like every head bowed, every eye closed, raise your hand if you'd like to accept the Lord as your personal Lord and Savior.
Great.
And a lot of people raise their hand, which is great.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, dude, because I was making a joke. I think I talked to that kid. He's like, dude, how was the service? I could go. I just got saved by Tim Tebow. I was joking. But I go, dude, if you like get up to heaven and you're like, they're like, what's up? And you're like, what's your story? They're like, dude, I got saved by Tim Tebow. They gotta get in here, dude.
You think
get in here?
Do you think that you get to cut the line
Yes,
depending on
dude,
who gave you the message?
Oh no, well, depending on how you got saved.
Yeah.
Like that we talked about over Christmas.
Yeah.
At that you text in to get saved.
Right.
They're gonna be like, hold on. It's like when you go to McDonald's and you pull up.
Yeah.
You go like, we can get you in. We just gotta. It's gonna take a second for us. We got an auxiliary list for y'all.
Yes.
If you get saved by Tim Tebow, you're Billy Graham.
Yep.
Get in here.
Definitely.
They don't have to check your records.
Yeah.
To see like, does this count as a real salvation?
Mm.
Yeah. If you text in, you got to double check.
Yeah, Tim's got like the speed pass salvation.
Yeah,
like
that's it. Yeah,
you jump right to the front of the line.
They just shows up. He goes, they just have a QR code.
Yeah.
You're
How
in.
many are with you?
Yeah. I think if you get saved, if you get saved through a screen, like on TV.
Yeah.
Like if you could watch a Joel Osteen sermon and then repeat the prayer via the TV.
Yep. Or if you're at Joel's church, they ask you though, like, what level were you sitting in?
Yeah,
were you third level? Were you first level? Yeah. Like, what was your seat number?
300s? Yeah,
that probably matters.
We get you. Yeah, if you're like,
I think that's in Corinthians. I think
gotta be.
Yeah,
Corinthians. Yeah, no, that's not one.
Corinthians.
Corinthians. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, Corinthians.
Would you say Corinthians?
Yeah, I messed that up. You said it better. That's hilarious. All right. Maybe if you got saved, if you were if you live in a third world country, and you were saved, quote, saved by a white first world missionary, that's questionable. Because anything that guy says to you, you go, yeah, this is how you anything, and you go, yeah. That's, yeah, right.
Do you think you have to like Do you think you would then have to do it twice?
Yeah, you
for it
might have
to
to double
really,
check it. You
you
might
know?
have to double check it. When you start going to church, you start getting into the Bible, start learning about it, you're like, hey, we just gotta re-up.
Let's just be sure.
Yeah, it's just double check.
Yeah,
There's a lot
dunk
of
me again.
Yeah, there's a lot of in the 90s, there's a lot of, sock puppet. You ever heard of the Power Team?
No.
Oh, dude, this is gonna blow your mind.
Here we go.
YouTube, the Power Team. This is where one of my brothers got saved. All right, first of all, this is in the 90s, and this is in churches, which is like the biggest. It's like the biggest fire code violation of all time. These guys, hold on, pause it. All right, these guys are everybody. If you listen to my podcast and you grew up like me, you're gonna know what this is. Okay, these guys were like Christian bodybuilders.
Okay.
And they would like come to churches and church back in the 90s, there was no really rules.
Mhm.
They had like pyro in there.
Yeah.
They were like ripping phone books. They were like turns out like just juicing out of their minds.
For sure.
And they were like they would rip license plates and they would smash all these bricks.
So it was just like big demonstrations of strength.
But the guys were not, they were like, they said like, Jesus gave me this strength.
Right.
Or like, if you get saved, you can also open a jar of salsa or whatever. They said you can also, if you accept the Lord, you can also do these things. And then there's a lot of times, I could be fact check on this in the email, a lot of times where the guy couldn't do the thing and everyone's supposed to pray.
Wow.
Pray. And then he goes, and everybody went nuts, dude. I'm going to get hyped if we watch one of these.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, for context, this was posted 16 years ago.
Why? Was YouTube even around then?
Barely.
Oh,
Here we
this
go.
is fire, dude. How long is it?
3
Oh,
minutes.
yes.
We don't watch the full thing.
No. In the church.
We're going to get flagged for this sound, so I'm going to turn that off.
That's in a church, dude. Yes.
Wait, what?
Bro.
Just putting forearms through bricks?
Just in church, dude. This is unbelievable.
My favorite is the poses afterwards.
Yeah. I'm hyped in it. Watch this. With his head.
Ice?
With his head, dude. I got to have one of these guys on the pod. Oh, that's no problem.
That was light.
That was no problem. Oh, where's he going next? Uh-oh.
Who sets all this stuff up?
I know, dude. It was like a...
Whoa.
Yeah. This is... they blow up a lot of these things and then they pop them.
Is it a balloon?
Yeah, it's a balloon, but it's like the most... It's like it's like for surgical purposes or something like that. They do the...
Do they explain the context of that?
I think they're like... There's a phone book ripping a phone... Oh, dude, this is...
The balloon, I would just think he's blowing up a balloon.
There's a license plate. That's a
crazy.
license plate, dude.
And then the phone book.
And that's a phone book. Ripping the phone book.
These guys are huge.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
That guy's in the background doing the same thing.
Go. There's like a competition. I mean, dude, pause it. Look at the background. This is like First Baptist.
Yeah.
This is like First Baptist Montgomery, Alabama. You can't have I tried to have pyro for one of my specials, and they were like, it's going to cost $9,000 for fire code to have. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like back then, they just like.
Whatever.
You could have burned one of these churches down.
Yeah.
Easy.
The Lord will provide. We'll be fine. We're good. Bring them in.
I went to all of these, dude. I went to tons of these.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
You never heard about this?
No.
Oh, that's a barbed wire. No, rhubarb. Sorry. Is that what it's called?
Rebar.
In
his mouth.
Yeah, rebar in his mouth.
He just bent it into like a pretzel shape now.
Rebar. Yeah, then he's going.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I think, what is that? What does he got behind him?
Why do they do it so fast?
This is a, what is that? Oh, he's bending it.
Like a
you know what they
railroad
got in his hand? You see what he's got in his hand?
Baseball bat?
Yeah, it's coming next, baby. Got him, baby.
No problem.
Got him, baby. Boom. 4 bats. 5 bats. 6.
Why does he have to do so many?
Also, who's paying for all this?
Yeah, those are like $80 a piece.
9 bats. Look at all the people and they're like,
why does he have to do
nuts.
so many? We saw the first one.
Just
This is so dumb.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Yo.
Drew?
Oh, just
He's in the crowd now.
Yeah, he's going through somewhere. I don't know. All right, you can pause it.
The
Yeah,
power
you got
team.
the vibe of it. The power team. If you got saved at the power team, listen to me. Look at me. Go re-it up. Go re-up that faith, because I don't think you're getting in.
Dude, the description of this video, which was posted October 11th, 2006. The full description. I'm going to read every word.
Yeah.
It's the power team. Enough said.
Yes. Yeah. A power team was fire.
That's it. That's the full
I
description.
would have them at my show. I would have them at my show to come out.
Should
And
bring
also,
them
when
out.
you have bricks like that, when there has space in them, and they all kind of break.
Really? You just got to get through the first one?
I think so because one of them
Man.
came to our like Christmas, and you have 2 boards, but you have now if they're back to back like that,
Yeah.
you can't break them.
Okay.
But if they're like that one will go into the next one.
Got it.
Yeah, but that takes so long to set up. Now that
Yeah,
you
and then
think
it's
about
all
it.
gone in 10 seconds.
That's a lot of bricks.
Yeah. Hundreds of bricks.
Thousands.
And the baseball
And
bats.
the baseball bats, all of that. There's a lot of that going on in like the 90s.
Is that the
A lot of
wildest
that.
like church exhibition you know of?
I mean, that one was, I've been to it probably a handful of times. So it used to come through First Baptist Snellville, and we would go over there.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, man. Me and my dad would bring me and my brother. My little sisters weren't allowed to go because it was a little too.
Just too edgy.
Yeah, a little too edgy, bro.
Dude, that is
A little
crazy.
too edgy. And we were hyped, dude. Going to see the Power Team, if you're like Christian kid in the 90s, we were hyped. Go look up. The only reason I say, and listen, I say this in no judgment, is look up. I think most of them are now in jail for domestic issues. I think so. The Power Team.
What would you search there? The Power Team?
In jail, or Power Team steroids or something
Jail.
like that. Oh, no.
The Power Team.
Yeah.
Oh, Vice
ooh.
covered them in
All right,
2015.
all right,
so
enough of Vice. Vice is on the other side.
Yeah.
Vice is on the.
They're gonna tear that
them
up.
down. We
Yeah.
don't want to hear from.
here we
Vice.
go. Why don't we go to the Power Team
Yeah.
Wikipedia?
Okay.
That's probably a less biased source of news. Christian evangelist based
Oh,
in
yeah, they get in
Dallas,
there.
founded in the late 70s.
Yeah, they were on the Power Team. They're on the Tonight Show. Oh, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Documentary in 2004.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah,
John
John Jacobs. Look up John Jacobs. Look up John Jacobs. He was the main guy. John Jacobs Power Team jail. I don't want. If he's not in jail, then I apologize to John Jacobs. But he might not be.
They like all went out,
Yeah.
went on to start like really successful churches.
Yeah,
You're
they're
just
all like,
like,
oh,
I think they're all in
oops.
jail now.
The Power. All right, maybe he's not. Maybe one.
Huh.
Maybe he's
There
good.
we go. Reference.com. What happened to John Jacobs and the Power Team?
John. I thought it was John. I remember a guy named John Copta. I remember. I used to. I mean, I was hot. They have merch for sale, dude.
Is this John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt? Is this the same
Dude,
one?
Okay. Yeah. What are the other things that you would if you went to? Yeah, if you got saved at that.
There's a new team. There's a Power Team 2 that's currently performing.
Oh yeah, I'd go to that. That's a remake. You know, all the movies that they remake. You're like, dude, this is when we need a remake of.
Yeah.
The Power Team.
That's incredible.
You didn't know about that?
Mm-mm, I've never seen that.
I just took people down a road, baby.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but it was good. There's a lot of good times having the NASCAR race, and I watched a little bit of the Masters.
Nice.
Did you watch?
Not really.
Andrew's in
Yeah, we
golf.
had it on in the
Yeah.
studio here. Andrew
Yeah.
loves golf, so we had that on for a bit.
Here's what I only say about the Masters: is I was watching the Masters. It's a very white collar, rich man sport.
Possibly top 3. Rich men
Yeah,
sports.
croquet,
Polo.
You got to have a horse,
Right.
I mean, auto racing to watch it is not, but to participate in it,
Mm-hmm.
you got to be rich.
Right.
I would say if you ever want to know the status of your life and where you're at in life, you know what you should do? Pay attention to the commercials of the things you watch on TV.
Nice.
All the Masters commercials are like NetJets,
Mm-hmm.
watches,
Mhm.
like luxury, like Rolex.
Yep.
I would say TD Ameritrade.
Yeah.
Like these are Fisher investments.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting. If you watch the Masters, they're like, who watches this? This is what they will buy.
Mhm.
Now, if you're watching Maury,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Burger King
Yep.
2 for $5 type situations.
A lot of like, were you injured in the
Yeah,
class
a lot of
action lawsuit type thing?
Because
Yep.
they figure if you're watching like Dr. Phil,
Mhm.
if you're watching Maury, if you're watching in essence daytime television, they're assuming you're unemployed.
Yeah.
If you're watching The View, they're assuming you're unemployed.
Mhm.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're watching The View. Well, maybe not The View because you're a mom, I guess.
Sure.
Does people watch that show?
The View?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody watches that show anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, they just try to have hot takes.
Yeah.
And the only time you see them is if somebody has a hot take.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. If you're watching that late, but then feel good about yourself. You watch MSNBC, then you're like, oh, I think I might be because I was like, I'm not gonna. Are you a watch guy?
Do I wear watches and stuff?
No, if people are like,
Am I a watch guy
Yeah.
like that? No, not really.
We had this guy in rehab. He was a watch guy.
Okay.
Yeah, my buddy. He was a watch guy. I'm not gonna. There's a what's it called when you can't say anybody's name? What's that? Confidentiality.
yeah.
There's a confidentiality clause. I can't say his name, but he was into watches heavy.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's an expensive
You
habit.
can get deep in watch
For
in the watch
sure.
game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like shoes.
There's so many fakes out there and stuff too. Like it's a culture for sure.
Shoes are like kind of you can get into that
Mhm.
a little easy, but the watch game. I mean, is there $1 million watches?
Oh
Sure.
yeah. No
Yeah.
question. Let's see what
See,
the most expensive is in the world.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't know watches that deep though.
Neither would I.
I couldn't tell you if there's a good one.
I don't know them when I see them.
I don't even know the brands. Yeah, that's how much is that?
So this is a Patek Philippe
31
that sold
million?
for 31 mil in 2019.
$31 million watch.
Yep.
There's another one.
That's the most.
Is that the
that's
nice brand? What's it called?
Patek Philippe.
That's
yeah,
the best brand.
that's one
Yeah,
of
I
them.
know like Rolex.
There's a Rolex,
Rolex.
17.75 mil.
Yeah, you can get deep in this game, and that's like one of those ones where you can kind of collect them.
Oh
And
yeah.
you get
They also they increase in value.
yeah,
Like they
do
appreciate. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, watches, dude,
Yeah.
versus shoes. I guess they come. It's like cars. You
Yeah.
can get into the car game pretty
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Speaking of shoes,
yeah. Oh no. Oh, dude.
did you see what happened with our boy?
Our boy.
Our
Hasbulla.
boy, who apparently is only our boy.
Yeah, why, apparently, yeah. This is what I was talking about early.
Yeah.
Hasbulla,
Yeah.
that we talked about last week. Everybody was like, I thought everybody was going to be like singing praises to Hasbulla.
Yeah.
Because I love him and you love him.
Yeah.
And apparently, no one else does.
I can't believe the
Neither
comment
can
section.
I, dude. Hasbulla, if you're new to the pod, is he looks like a kid, but he's not a kid, and he's from Russia, right? Russia, Ukraine,
I believe
Kazakhstan,
Dagestan, which
right?
is Russia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's Russian. Yeah. And I thought everybody loved him. He's like a cute, like little, like playful, fun internet person.
Mhm.
Of all the people on the internet, by the way,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people to hate on the internet.
Yeah.
A lot, dude.
Yeah. I couldn't believe like reading the comments. And I
Everybody
thought maybe
crushed it.
like I was like, maybe it's just Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me go to the YouTube. Read
Yeah.
the YouTube comments. Same thing.
For
maybe
our
it's
for
just
our
TikTok.
for our stuff.
Yes.
Because we went on
We
neutral
posted the
stuff,
clip.
and we thought they would agree with us.
Everyone sided with Lydia. Everyone.
I don't. This is tough for me, honestly.
I can't. I can't.
You know,
believe it.
because this hurts me outside of the Hasbulla argument.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever try to like gas another guy up in front of his girl just to like, you're like, hey, you should, or like, hey, that's a good looking outfit when she probably said it was trash.
Yes.
And then you try to like, and he's gonna be like, see,
Mhm.
like you try to get your boy's side
For sure.
out in public just because you know that that's gonna be a point of contention,
Right.
or like he didn't pull the car around. Or like, nah, we were out. You try to get his back because you know if you don't, it's gonna be a tough time at the house.
Right.
This is gonna be tough for me. Only not because of this. I'm gonna lose other things. I'm losing ground.
Well, here's what's tough though, is like you do have ammo to retaliate with. Like this, I brought up the shoe segue because he this week signed a multi-shoe deal with Jordan, like Michael Jordan.
like the number one brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like as much as people may be saying
Yeah.
they side with Lydia,
They're buying shoes.
Michael Jordan's vote's kind of heavier than Lydia's. Sorry,
well,
Lydia.
I'm
but
just
I think it
saying.
might
I mean,
be-
put the money. Where's the money?
Yeah.
Where's the money going? Where are
Yeah.
the views going? In Hasbulla's direction.
Multi-shoe deal.
Yeah, Hasbulla's the guy. I'm still riding with him.
I'm with him.
Despite all the controversy.
His statement was when he signed the deal, they asked him how he felt. He said, Michael Jordan and I are both the GOAT, so a partnership makes perfect sense to me. I look forward to meeting Michael Jordan in person and unveiling my first sneaker. How do you not love that?
How do you not love Hasbulla? Yeah. I've seen nothing that would steer me away from Hasbulla so far. But apparently a lot of people don't like him.
I don't get it, man.
I roll with him.
I'm with him.
Heavy.
Hard.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. The people that the people don't like on the internet because there's a lot of people that are internet. The internet's getting wild.
Yes.
The internet is getting wild.
The lines are being blurred.
Here's why I think the internet's getting wild. I'll lead to some of those news topics. The internet is getting wild because it used to be not all the way, but the thing you put out on the internet, unless you're doing something wild, could only go as far as you're following.
Right.
You could bump up something. You could get like something that'll go viral every now and then.
Right.
And now with the way the algorithms are, you could go viral with 10 followers.
Oh, for sure.
You could just post something wild, and it could trip this, and you're gone, and you're on. I was gonna say on Ellen the next day. That's not cool anymore. Nobody wants to go on Ellen.
Yeah, probably not.
Where do you want to go on? Fallon? That doesn't even matter. The internet's bigger. The way
Logan
bigger
Paul's
than
podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go, Logan. You're on Logan Paul's podcast. Yeah. So you can now people are just firing from the hip.
Yeah.
And it's not the internet is always I've enjoyed the wave of the internet. It's not a wave, but obviously it's going to be around. But I've enjoyed the ride of the internet and how it changes. We get it's so wild to watch all the social media, all the platforms jump around. So what do you go to first? You're an Instagram guy.
Instagram.
And then what?
TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok. Then what?
YouTube.
Really? No Twitter?
No.
Reddit?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
None of it.
Yeah.
I try to keep my feeds as curated as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody arguing.
You don't want to.
I don't want, like, that's not what I'm looking
I
for.
got a notification the other day. I think because I took TikTok off my phone and I added it back, and they were like, "Do you want to reset your algorithm?"
Whoa.
I know. I was like, "Well, that's got a lot of like
That's like
to reset it completely."
That's like, do you want to go back to when you were 21? Like,
Really?
that, you know what I mean? Like,
And
it's
they don't
that
even
heavy
know
a
what.
question.
Or like I got a lot of because sometimes do you ever like hate watch stuff?
Yeah.
That you
Occasionally,
don't, like I
I'll catch
don't like.
myself.
I get like I don't like this, but I watch it, and then it comes onto my like they don't know that you love it or hate it.
Like, you watch it because
just
you
know that
know
you
it'll get
watched
you
it.
riled up, and you
Yeah.
just want to,
A lot of
I
those
get
people
that.
like ex-evangelicals and like people get mad at Christianity.
Mhm.
I hate all of those.
Yeah.
Not I was gonna say people. I don't hate the people. The content
Yeah.
is to me short-sighted,
Mhm.
and it's to people that you just go see a therapist and you get that. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But then I watch them all, and they know. Oh, he watched it,
Yes.
and then I keep getting them.
You got to use that
I got-
not
no, I-
interested. That not interested
Yeah.
button is big.
That's what I'm saying. So you're curating your feed by all the time.
all the time.
Even whatever you watch, like comment on, share.
Yep.
And share is like the number one priority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I like how they put in like notes on Instagram, and then they got rid of it. They're probably gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
I would
I
imagine.
don't think anyone's using them for anything
Yeah.
productive.
But it's same with the cauliflower sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Don't hate that you got to shoot your shot.
Of course.
So the guy that came up with the notes, don't fire him.
Mhm.
It didn't work, but that's the guy that's going to come up with
Yeah.
whatever.
You tried. I'm sure they learned
tried.
something.
So I get this email from my agency every like month, every week. It's like from UTA,
Mhm.
who I'm employed by, but they send a list of like social media like trends.
Nice.
Twitter's adding more characters. Facebook is deprioritizing video, whatever it is.
Mhm.
If there's something and then all of them they have like their updates for the week,
Cool.
which is wild.
That's
how
pretty
fast
cool.
everything moves.
Yeah.
And they said starting next week, Instagram is removing all NFTs.
Interesting.
They go, hey, it's not.
Where were they before?
Yeah. Or
Where are they? I'm
what-
asking. I don't know.
What?
How were NFTs on Instagram?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know. That's like one of those things. That's one of those things that's like so new, and everyone's like, we like didn't Justin Bieber buy one for like 50 million or something like that?
Yeah.
We're winding down digital NFTs now. Focus on other ways to create. Like meaning. Hey, NFTs came around.
Oh, yeah. Here
and
you go.
now
Instagram announced this new NFT feature in March 2022, which allowed users to mint limited edition digital collectibles from their pictures and sell them. Got it.
Yeah.
So they turned Instagram into an NFT sale marketplace.
like, hey, but that's like the guy that goes.
I didn't even know this happened.
Yeah, the guy comes into staff meeting and goes, "Hey, NFTs are hot. We should.
Yep.
We got photos. We should make." And then they go, and then come April 2023, they go, "Hey, we got the NFT department. No one's doing it.
Yeah.
No one's doing it. Bye." And it's just like that. They announce when it comes around.
Yep.
And then when they kind of, it just kind of
Fizzles out.
There you go.
Fade to black.
There you go.
I didn't even know that happened. There's so
Yeah.
many new features on so many new platforms. It's like, how do you
It's
keep
hard
up?
to keep track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, because that's what we were talking about. There's a lot of people on the internet
Yes.
that are not. It's people doing wild things for videos. What was the first one? Oh, the guy in the Taliban one.
Yeah, the first one's the Taliban one. So this is a guy named Lord Miles. He's from the UK.
Yeah.
And he
Lord
was
Miles, infamous YouTuber.
recently detained by the Taliban in Afghanistan.
Making a YouTube video.
Making a video.
He does what's called danger travel. And that's like
Interesting,
his YouTube.
He just goes to dangerous places.
Yeah, he goes to dangerous places and he's like, we'll read the first paragraph.
Yeah, 3 UK nationals are being held in Taliban custody. Among them, an infamous 23-year-old YouTuber who, quote, goes to the most dangerous places on earth for fun. Miles Rutledge, otherwise known by the online moniker Lord Miles, attracted global notoriety in 2021 when he took a holiday to Afghanistan shortly before the Taliban takeover. So he went back.
Yeah. For YouTube.
Yeah, of course, for the
YouTube.
views.
For the views. I got a hard time. You know, if you were outside of Walmart, you're leaving out there with your groceries and somebody goes, "Hey, we got a petition." They come up with you with a clipboard. Would you want to sign the free Lord Miles from the Taliban? We need 50,000 signatures. I go, I got to get these groceries in the car. I got ice cream. I got milk. It's getting hot out here. I can't do it. Yeah. This would be amongst the things that you go,
yeah.
Hey,
how did he get there? How did he get into Afghanistan? Oh, he flew himself. He bought a ticket and flew himself to Afghanistan.
But did he not know it was dangerous? No. He knew. Yeah, no.
Okay.
He knew. He knew it was dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so he went there just to put it on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. It's getting a little. The risk reward of the YouTube is now higher than ever.
Yeah,
and you can get the need for it. The need for attention is higher than ever.
Yeah,
and the accessibility to it is easier than ever. Now it's not gonna last, but
and then there's real world stakes and consequences on the other side.
Who do we got here?
So here's another example. This is
awesome, dude.
Tanner Cook, YouTuber making prank video shot at Dulles Town Center. 21-year-old Tanner Cook said 21-year-old Tanner Cook said he was recording a prank video.
I was just recording a prank video.
It's a prank. It's a prank.
No. It's a prank. It's a prank.
When some 31-year-old guy whose name we won't mention allegedly shot him in the stomach. And it's on video because, of course, they were filming a prank video. So they have all the evidence.
It's a prank. He's bleeding out.
Yeah.
It's a prank.
Yep. Lost his gallbladder is what it sounds like. He's going to be okay.
He's going to survive.
But yeah.
Oh, wait. Somebody else had not a security. Just someone else had a gun.
This looks like somebody else.
And he was like getting made fun of, right? Or something. He didn't pranked.
It says, I was playing
here, let me read his voice.
Yeah,
I was playing a practical and simple practical joke. And this guy didn't take it very well. His friend was recording the video when he allegedly pulled out his gun. His family the footage is now part of the evidence. He didn't say anything to me.
I just shot him.
I was playing a prank. The prank people on the internet are the worst.
It's a tough lane to be in.
The prank. I said prank like 7 times in a row.
Take a shot every time.
What's it called? The prank arc.
Yeah,
it started off when you like people. It started off before the internet with calls. Remember that?
Yep.
Crank yankers.
Yeah.
You would call somebody and they didn't have video of it.
Right.
And they would just act it out with puppets.
That's so nuts that was a TV show.
A great TV show.
That's incredible.
They call people, and then that was the extent of pranks. And then the like what came next? I guess like funny home videos. Those weren't pranks though. The prank show, I guess like Impractical Jokers put it on the map. Carbonaro Effect.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way.
Yes.
Great show. And then
Impractical Jokers are
top tier.
They nail it.
Top tier. Yeah. They're great. Yeah. That's like the ridiculousness of what are they on?
True TV.
Yeah, True. Yeah. That's True TV's ridiculous.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's
just hours of programming
over and over. You go on the scroll and it's like Impractical Jokers. It just keeps going.
Yeah, if you're home on a sick day or something and you go to True TV and you see Impractical Jokers for like 6 hours, nice, dude.
Sal Volcano is just sitting at his house just getting checks.
Yeah.
Just stacking checks.
They don't like make the joke about other people too. They make it about them.
Yeah,
I think that's why they've had such a successful run.
You feel good.
Yeah.
And then these guys. Yeah. Now it's the worst era of pranks.
It looks like
this is the worst era of pranks.
Yeah. I'm reading further. They interviewed his father Tanner's
This guy's
father.
an idiot.
He said they were making a video at the mall and trying to have fun with people, and this guy wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
There was a phone that was around him, and they were interviewing and talking to him, and he didn't like it, and he pulled out his gun and shot my son.
Sounds like my dad.
It's like, hey.
That sounds like my dad.
Hey,
Hey,
Jeremy, I think
yeah.
there might have been more
Yeah.
there, man.
I like the cops like bring me home from like doing spray painting something under the bridge, and he's like, well, yeah, there's consequences.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, why don't you say like, hey, he was trying for a school project, or like, he needed to practice. He goes, well,
Throw me some bail here, Dad.
he's like, he was out there and he got shot.
Yeah, I
I bet
don't
his dad hates.
I don't really feel bad for any of these
Hey,
guys.
I feel like my parents do think my comedy is cool.
Mhm.
Or I know they come to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So they must be proud of it.
Imagine if this whole time they were just being supportive and
They
hate
hate
your comedy.
Wow, dude.
Would that hurt?
Think of that.
If they're like, we actually don't think you're funny.
They would never say that. I can't even imagine this. He's like, dude, they're like, finally, we'll get out of here again.
They just started hinting like, John, you should like think about retiring
He
at
gets
some
me, like,
point, you know?
For Christmas, I get like a pre-law 101. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. Oh,
Still holding out hope that
I'm
you'll
going
go
to
get
law
like a
school?
real job.
This guy's dad. He goes, hey, listen, maybe you should give that up.
Yeah.
I think there's a guy. Look up the guy. It was in Tennessee. YouTubers at a gas station. I think they pulled out a machete. I think it was a machete. Nah, go down. It's got to be down there. It's got to go to the news. The biggest YouTube, Tennessee, machete killed. The guy he was doing a prank and he got killed.
Are you serious?
Is that it right there? Yeah, that might be it. YouTube robber prank. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Is it?
YouTube robbery prank ends in fatal shooting.
Where is it at?
20-year-old has been shot, allegedly
Part of
taking
a
part in a
prank.
prank robbery.
A prank robbery? What? Dude.
Do you think at some point during the prank robbery they were like, hey, in worst case scenario, they think it's real and we get the
away with
money?
it. No, you're like, hey, like he's got a gun to his forehead. He's like, dude, it's a prank. Hold on, read it.
This is sad. Witnesses told.
Oh, sorry.
No, hold on.
Prank.
Approached by. Okay, witnesses told police.
Yeah, this is it, I think.
Timothy Wilkes and a friend had approached a group of people outside a family trampoline park in
Okay.
Nashville,
Yeah, this is
holding
it.
large knives.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkes was then shot by a 23-year-old who told police he had no idea it had been a prank
Yeah, obviously.
and was acting in self-defense.
It's not funny, but.
Mr. Wilkes' friend told officers the prank had been for a YouTube video. No one has been arrested over the death. Why would you do that
I like
there?
that there's like, hey, no one's pressing charges. This case is closed.
Everybody just went, yeah.
Yeah, he goes, I don't know. I have a gun because it's legal to have a gun. And this guy approached me with knives.
Yeah.
And I shot him.
Yeah.
They go, oh, you're free to go.
What is the saying about don't bring a knife to a gunfight?
Yeah.
That's what that is.
And sorry for putting these handcuffs on you. That's my fault. You're free to go.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That's
dude.
tough, man.
I mean, speaking of, you was thinking like this. Not a good. I have a bit in my show about you're treated in heaven like how you die.
Okay.
So like your whole like you're like, dude, like up there. The most popular question would be, how'd you die?
Yeah. It's like when you go to prison, like, what are you in for?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, what are you in for? Yeah, exact same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, the new guy, what are you? Now you know the people was like, dude, how'd you die? He's like, you know what? I sunk in the Titanic. They would
Nice.
be like, what?
Yeah, tell us about it. Pulling up chairs.
Yeah.
Everybody
Hold
pulling
on.
up chairs.
You got,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the best story.
Yeah, Jimmy, get
Yeah,
over here. You
dude,
gotta
this
hear
guy
this. Yeah.
or like something like not even in a funny way, like D-Day. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
that is like you have a cool. It's a joke, obviously. It's like that's a sick story.
Yeah.
Or like, I was skydiving and my parachute didn't. Like what?
Crazy.
Now you're in heaven, so
Right.
there's no.
Yeah.
There's no pain, sadness, sorrow. There's none of that.
Right.
If this guy, how'd you die? All right. What do you mean? I just got shot. Oh, so you were in the war? No, I mean it was kind of a trampoline park. What? See, I was just kind of like I was doing like a YouTube prank. And hold on, what? No, it's just like I had like a YouTube channel, and then I was like I kind of like approached this guy with a couple knives, and then he just shot me. Hold on. What?
Moses, turn the music down. I can't hear this guy's story.
Kid, hold on. What? That's just not. You're not getting to the front of the line in that with that story. That's tough because you're gonna have to wear that for the rest of human history.
Yeah, you're like they immediately send you like boarding group D.
Yeah, you're like, hey, we'll like. There's got to be some VIP like parties up there that you're not. You're not getting into.
Has to be.
Not with that. You got shot. That other guy's gonna make. I hope the other guys make a full recovery and they go on to do good things.
Yeah.
That one guy. That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No.
What else in the news we got? You want to do the Bud Light?
Sure.
A lot of people have been talking about this.
This is a local, local.
Oh, we made it local.
Real local thing.
Yeah, that's
here.
what we like to do, localize the news.
Yeah.
But this is a national and international podcast, actually. We like to make it about Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'll try to describe this as best I can because you didn't know.
You know more about this than I do.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's the transgender guy that Joe Biden like visits with him all the time, and he's like friends with. I don't know. He's like out there. He's like very public, and he's like this is like his thing.
He's like a trans spokesperson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So like everybody's like having him do like their campaigns. You know, they're like so Bud Light puts this kid on their can,
Okay.
which I think they just. I've said this before for a long time on this podcast. The right and the left are like secretly in love with each other.
For sure.
Are they?
Yes.
They have like a secret, like
Toxic
we hate each
relationship.
other. They love each other.
Yeah.
The alt-right and the alt-left love each other.
They're the couple that we all went to high school with. Who
Yeah.
you're like, they're terrible for each other,
Yeah.
but they just will never let each other
no,
go.
they're
Yeah.
never gonna break it. They're never gonna cut. They're gonna be who they are.
Yep.
And they're gonna just be that way forever.
Yep.
And they both, whenever something fires off, one of them does something toxic. The other one goes nuts.
Yep.
And then they're just waiting for they like to live in this like toxic world.
Yeah.
The alt-right and the alt-left.
Yep.
So the alt-left puts this transgender kid on their beer bottle. And then the alt-right obviously goes nuts.
Yeah.
Right. So like Kid Rock was like shooting there was like a Bud Light truck that they like blew up. Like as a joke, like Kid Rock like shot a bunch of them with a machine gun, and everyone's like, "I will never drink Bud Light again." Like, okay, they just like they love when the other side does something wild.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and then so there's a bunch of bars on Nashville.
Yeah.
I would say the most. Let's rank the bars politically.
Okay.
So you got the alt-right bars, which are John Rich's bar. Kid Rock's, right?
Sure.
And then you got all the way on the other side, which would be progressive bars, which would be like the what's the one, the Justin Timberlake's bar, the new one,
I don't know.
right under 1230 Club, Red Velvet or something like that.
Yeah.
It's chocolate velvet or something. I don't know.
Sure,
Whatever.
yeah.
Whatever. So and then their whole like the East Nashville, the Germantown bars. So right, there's like the super country ones, and then you got like the mid, and then you got like and then you got all the way on that. So John Rich's bar, which is on the Lower Broadway, is the most country of all the bars. So he claims he is now banned. He's banned Bud Light from his bar.
They're not ordering anymore, is what he's saying. And the quote is
read it, yeah.
wild. So he says the customers decide.
Customers decide. Customers are king.
Go ahead.
I own a bar in downtown Nashville. I like John Rich, by the way.
This is an actual
Our
quote, too.
number one selling beer up until a few days ago was what? Bud Light. We got cases and cases and cases of it sitting back there. That's an inventory of about $100, by the way. But
cases and cases and cases.
Yeah.
$100.
yeah. But in the past several days, you're hard pressed to find anyone ordering one. So as a business owner, I go, hey, if you ain't ordering it, he said aren't.
He said aren't, yeah.
I exaggerated that. Direct quote, I exaggerated that. We got to put something else in here. At the end of the day, that's capitalism, and that's how it works.
I like that he made it economics.
Yeah.
And not politics.
Not about politics.
Good spin zone there.
Yeah, that's
Very
economics. No more Bud Light. No more Bud Light at John Rich's bar.
That's
why.
I don't believe him.
I don't
that
either.
no one's ordering Bud Light. I don't
either.
believe him.
Yeah,
but
I don't believe either side.
Yeah,
I don't believe either side.
Yeah,
I don't, like somebody said, like maybe they've been doing this. Businesses do this and have been doing this. And here's what I think. Here's I think loses in this whole situation.
Yeah.
Right. Bud Light wins.
Mhm.
Right.
For sure.
Because we're all talking about Bud Light. When's the last time we talked about Bud Light?
No, yeah, never. We never have.
And the marketers and branding, advertising people at these companies, this happens over and over and over. Does it not?
Yeah.
We talk about this every week. M&M's just got rid of the purple M&M because, and everyone's like, cancel it. All right, this happens every week. So somebody must know that it works
For sure.
right.
Yes.
And you know who also wins? The alt-right. The like Kid Rock goes and blows a bunch of them up. John Rich, that's his thing,
Mhm.
right? Candace Owens wins. The people that are on the extremes of this who loses are consumers in the middle that go to either one of these sides,
Mhm.
right? The guy that lives in so and so, I'm getting it's the person that's easily influenced loses at this.
Yes.
Because the alt-right wins
Mhm.
because they fire. It's like mortar fire that's going across and then everybody in the middle the casualties are in the middle.
Right.
It's like they obviously know what they're doing because we talk about this every week.
Yeah.
That some business is doing this.
Mhm.
And then the alt-right responds in the same go woke, go broke, and then they do all that stuff.
Yep.
But they just keep doing it.
They know what they're doing. And like
Yes.
there's been brands and companies and media outlets who have tried to start and like stand on the principle of like we are going to stand for the people in the middle.
Yeah.
And every single time what happens is nobody's excited about those news stories in the middle.
It's boring.
Because there's no slant and there's no angle and there's nothing about it that infuriates or ignites people. And so it fails.
We said that about comedy. We said that about comedy. If you have 10 people at your comedy show, 5 people are like, even you have 3 that go, I hate that guy so much. I will boycott that guy and make sure. And then there's 7 that go, man, the worst thing is like, what do you think about that comedy show? I don't know. Where are you going to go to grab a drink?
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Mhm.
So you could be on either side of this. I mean, with it, like I bet, Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
He had like the devil's blood.
Oh, he's the best at this. He plays the game better than anybody. In terms of
Sam's,
outrage things.
Listen, and we're not here to take a side. We're just saying you're playing these cards.
Mhm.
And like, I bet Balenciaga is doing great.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the same with the other side is like Morgan Wallen. You're like, it's doing great.
Yeah.
On either side, the kind of polarization.
Yes.
John Rich, Kid Rock, you go, well, they've taken a side. They've taken a side. And Kid Rock's bar, I like Kid Rock personally. What's his name? Dan, Larry, what's his name? I forgot his name. Dan, Tommy? What's Kid Rock's name? I've seen him outside Zany's a bunch. Jim Ritchie. Rob Ritchie?
Robert
James Ritchie. What do they call him?
That's not what I've heard him
Rob
called.
Ritchie? Me neither.
That's definitely not the name.
Jim?
Bobby.
Yeah, they call him Bobby. Yeah. Robert Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, they call him Bobby. Yeah, he I think that's from what I've heard, it's the 3rd biggest bar in America. No, in the world. Not in terms of money, but traffic.
Interesting.
Because it's 5 stories.
Yeah.
And it's top to bottom and it's packed.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. And he said some wildly inflammatory things that are not divisive, right? So you go to this side, you go to this side.
Polarizing.
Polarizing. Yeah. And so I think, we could read one of these every day.
Yeah.
Here's who loses on this. The people, we do this for a living, kind of comment on, but we have our own. The people that have jobs and have like families and that are just deep in this. These
99% of America.
Because they are doing what you wish that we are, I guess, too. Like Bud Light wins by us talking about this. I haven't had a Bud Light in been a minute, but I don't drink anymore. But yeah, the people, both sides professionally, if you were in this political game professionally, if you're here to benefit off of it, you are winning.
Yeah.
On every time we could do a segment of this every week.
Easily.
A segment of someone doing something wild and then the other side going, I can't believe it.
Is there a net positive here?
One time we were at Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is in Georgia.
Yeah.
Where they film Ozarks.
Nice.
And I was pretty unhealthy at the time. I would say 2018. And I shotgunned a Bud Light in front of my mom.
Nice. Had she seen you drink before that?
No.
Oh, so the first time she ever saw you drink, she saw you binge drink? Nice, dude.
I was trying to explain to my family because I just like
how quick you could drink a beer.
Yeah, right. Like this is just I was new into like doing bad things.
Yeah,
I had never done bad things. That's not even bad, but like
in their eyes,
juvenile things.
Sure.
Like I never done, and somebody like told me about shotgunning a beer one time, and I was like, "It's cool." We were on a boat dock. That's where you do it.
That is where you do it.
Yeah. So I was like, "You gotta know how to shotgun a beer." Nobody in my family, like Mennonite, homeschooled family, they go, "No, dude, I gotta watch this," and I did it with my finger.
Nice.
Can you do that?
No.
A can with your
I
finger?
can't shotgun anything.
You can't?
No.
Why not?
Can't do it.
Yeah. You can take on Jemima June down there with the Red Bull.
The only thing I
Go down
can
to Whiskey Row.
shotgun is Athletic Greens.
Gang, let's go. And he looks in the camera. Yeah. No, that's the net. But I did that. If you were, you can't. The Bud Light, the net positive is it's a good shotgunning beer.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
You can't shotgun a Guinness,
Mhm.
right?
No,
You can't shotgun
real heavy.
a Sam Adams.
Mhm.
Any Irish beer you cannot shotgun.
Yep.
You can shotgun a.
Can't shotgun a Corona. It's in a glass.
No, I can't do that.
What are you gonna do?
If you're going, hey, I need something to shotgun. It's Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So if
Ladies
there's one
and
thing,
gentlemen.
there's one thing you take out of
Yeah.
this.
What? Oh, yeah.
There's one thing you take
It's
out
a
of
good
the story.
shotgunning beer.
It's a good
Yeah.
shotgunning
And
beer.
I bet, because you go Anheuser-Busch, it makes lots of beers, by the way.
All of
And then they
them,
probably do other consumer products. They probably make the shirt you're wearing right now.
Probably.
You invest in the cup. You're supporting Anheuser-Busch somehow.
Mhm.
Or what if you got an uncle that works down there? You want to put him out of a job?
Right.
This country does not want Bud Light to go out of business.
No.
They do not.
We need them.
We do. That's
need
the
'em.
net positive.
Yep.
We need Bud Light.
We need more commercials from them at minimum.
We need more risky commercials
Yeah.
from Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is risky, I guess.
Yeah. High risk here.
High risk,
Yeah,
dude.
for
High
sure.
risk.
Yeah.
I wish we could like follow up and see how it's doing like in a year. Like put a note in the calendar.
Like mark where their stock's at
and
now.
it's
or
up.
something.
It's up, dude.
Yeah,
It's gonna be. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of commercialization, baby. This week's episode brought to you by Miracle Made, the sheets that get it done.
And they just keep getting better.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in deep. I've been in 3 weeks deep on these ones.
Yep.
And have not washed them. Ladies and gentlemen, you looking for better sleep? Hold on. If you want to get more fit, be a better parent, or get more done at work, there's one thing that will help, and that is better sleep. Miracle Made sheets, baby. You can tap into the power of self-cooling temperature regulation, which has been shown to improve sleep quality by over 20%. That's unbelievable. Temperature, the temperature that you sleep at has a lot to do. You ever slept hot?
Yeah, it's the worst.
Nothing worse.
Can't do it.
Nothing worse.
Mm-mm.
I ain't slept. I guess cold. You can always sleep. If it was outside camping,
Yeah.
when it's like you can't sleep.
It's got to be real cold.
Gotta
though,
be
for
real.
me
To
to
not
have a
sleep
good
at
night's
cold.
Yeah.
But 1 degree hot, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
Can't sleep.
No, can't.
These temperature cooled, or one of the greatest. Hold on, let me read this. One of the greatest impacts of your sleep quality, if you want to wake up too hot or too cold, recommend Miracle Made bed sheets, baby, inspired by NASA. Miracle Made uses silver infused fabrics, makes temperature regulated bedding, so you can easily sleep at the perfect temperature all night long, baby.
And the Miracle Made sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and they feel as nice, if not nicer, than bed sheets used by some 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
And lastly,
Facts.
stop sleeping on bacteria. Clean sheets
Yeah.
means less bacteria to clog your pores and fewer breakouts and other skin problems.
We all need that.
They got it all figured out here.
Ooh.
Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive to try Miracle Made sheets today. And with Mother's and Father's Day right around the corner, this is the perfect way to give someone you love the gift of better and more luxurious sleep. Save over 40% and be sure to use our promo code NETPOSITIVE at checkout to save even more and get 3 free towels.
Boom.
Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive and use the code netpositive to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/netpositive to treat yourself.
Boom. Dude, go back up to the top of that ad read because that's just wild that they said you want to get more fit, get more done at work, or be a better parent.
Yeah.
Did they write that specifically for us, do you think?
We don't have kids, so.
But to our listeners?
Do you guys have kids?
Be a better parent is a wild. They would put a lot of other things in there.
Yeah.
If you're picking 3 things, if more sleep benefits everything.
Yes.
You're more socially active. You're more alert when driving.
Yep.
You're more. You can do everything better.
Yep.
That's a wild one to put in there, don't you think?
Yeah. I wonder what ended up getting scrapped on the list of what they were going for.
Get more done at work. That should be be more present in the life of your loved ones. I guess that's to be a better parent.
Yeah.
Because if you go, hey, be a better spouse or be a better parent, sales wise, you'd go be a better parent. The spouse thing, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't have kids, but I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Speaking of, somebody said somebody emailed in and said, we're doing products that the celebrities don't endorse.
Yes.
Somebody emailed a great one. Steph Curry at Subway.
Yeah. Everybody with Subway. Everyone. Every person who's ever advertised for Subway besides Jared.
Yeah.
Besides we saw how that worked out.
Didn't work out. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah, because we've been doing this if you're new to the podcast. Email us. What is it? Celebrities who endorse things that they don't use.
Yes.
And we did last week Shaq on Carnival Cruise. But Shaq, people have said he's notorious for using all the things.
Yeah. He usually invests in them too, allegedly, is what he says. But I think Subway is a great one. That might be the perfect example.
Steph Curry,
Derek Jeter.
Come on.
Tom Brady.
Come on. Tom Brady, who eats avocado ice cream. He's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Pause. Let me get a meatball sub on white bread.
Literally has his own nutrition program.
Yeah.
There's no way he's walking in there being like, hey, can I get a $5 footlong, please?
Stop by. Hold on. The Italian is only $5. It was $6.50. Shoot. Let me come through.
Yeah.
No possible way.
No way, dude.
Now,
that's probably the perfect example.
Now, if we say this, and if any of these brands want to come our way, we will. Let me think about it. I like those oatmeal raisin cookies.
The cookies are clutch.
Yeah,
I'll say too, Subway it was a staple in my diet through college. We had one on campus.
We had a few
options we had on campus. So I was doing that often.
Yeah, now I have been a past user of Subway.
Yes.
Yeah. Tom Brady is not going to Subway. Derek Jeter, he might be sending a gift card to a girl he's dated. Come on. That's a
Subway gift card.
He's like,
that he didn't pay for. The company gave it to him.
He sends gift baskets to women that he's slept with.
Allegedly, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. He sent him a gift basket.
Yeah. Is that chivalrous? Is that one of the top 10? Send gift baskets after you.
Yeah, we got to get in. Do you want to do that one piece of news? The Brad Pitt news?
Yeah.
And then we'll get into the emails.
I think this is important that we discuss this.
I love things like this.
This is incredible.
People being just so detached from reality is just, I'm past the point of being critical of it. I just love it.
Yeah, you just got to enjoy.
You just got to make a joke about it. It's just so nuts.
This is one of those, as I'm looking at news headlines and stuff for the week, just for what can we discuss? There's every now and then one will pop up where I just go,
oh yeah,
no way.
Oh, that's one.
This is too good.
Thank you, Lord. Thanks for this one. Here we go.
So here's the headline, and then we'll dive into what's behind it. Quote, nobody believes me. End quote.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt makes heartbreaking confession about his rare disorder. So they lure you in.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
And then what you find out is Brad Pitt believes he has undiagnosed prosopagnosia.
Hold on. Which is?
What do you think it is? Based on the name.
I know the story. Hold on, say it again.
Prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Proso. That is Greek for prosthetic.
Uh-huh.
No, maybe not. Prosthetic. People with prosopagnosia.
Yeah.
He has a limp and no one recognizes it.
Okay, close. A metaphorical limp.
Yeah.
A social limp.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
The condition affects a person's ability to recognize faces. So Pitt has said he struggled with it for years and that it has often made him come off as egotistical and smug in social situations. So it's also known as...
This is unreal.
It's also known as face blindness.
Okay.
Which means you you see somebody's face,
Yeah.
but that thing doesn't click that says I know this person.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Not a thing. But go ahead. No, 100% not. Doesn't exist. But go ahead.
So he's just basically saying like
I don't recognize people.
I don't recognize people.
Yeah.
I realized since 2013 that I've been struggling
Always
with
had
this.
it for 10 years.
Mhm.
And he's been struggling in silence.
Yes, and so he's saying like
literal silence because he didn't remember anyone's name.
Right.
Okay.
So he's saying it makes me look
He has
like an idiot.
Brad Pitt
like a
fears
rude.
he has created a false image of himself, one that is aloof, remote, and inaccessible and self-absorbed. He recently told GQ, okay, but the reality is he believes he struggles with an undiagnosed prognosticosia known as face blindness. Problem is especially present when Pitt attends parties. Of parties and social gatherings. Nobody believes me, he said. I want to meet another.
He wants to meet somebody else who has it.
Oh, he's the only one that has it?
Well, he's saying, I haven't been officially diagnosed. I feel like I have it. I need to talk to
I love
somebody
this
who
guy.
has it.
That's so absurd.
Yeah.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So this is my favorite part. He says, so many people hate me because they think I'm disrespecting them.
Okay.
So I swear to God, I took 1 year where I just said, this year I'm going to cop it and own it and say to people, okay, where did we meet? But it just got worse. People got more offended. So he tried.
He tried. Listen, it was a prank. It was a prank. That's just, and then he continued. Hey, this is one of those right to remain silent. This is one of those, I'm going to speak to my lawyer.
Yeah.
Don't keep trying to explain this.
Yeah.
Because then you look like a liar.
Yeah.
And no one else has it in the world. And when you attend social parties and meet a lot of people, I guarantee you, no one from Murfreesboro, Tennessee has this. Because you see the same 9 people every day. You meet a lot of people. I guarantee he doesn't do. I guarantee you this has never affected him amongst attractive women.
Hilarious.
Never once.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a very selective disorder.
Jess. Yeah, I remember from 3 years ago. Oh, Brittany. I
gave you the Subway gift card.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Oh, Hannah. He's probably not dating Christian women. These are all Christian women names.
Just all the Bible names.
Oh, Abigail. He's not. Brad Pitt knows no Abigails. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just don't remember you. Yeah, because he meets a million people that are trying to use him.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, and that's okay. You don't have to remember all of
Just
them.
say you don't care.
That's all right.
Just say you don't care.
How many more people has Brad Pitt been
great
introduced to in his life than you?
Brad Pitt.
How many more faces has he seen and met
Okay.
than you?
So I know Tim Tebow.
Right.
From 2018. We did like this video shoot together.
Yeah.
I saw him at the racetrack and I was like, what's up? He's like, good to see you. What's up?
Nice.
Like we had a familiar exchange.
Cool.
Right?
Also, flex. Nice.
No, well, I know of like, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's not where this would be affected.
Right.
You meet, this is what I was getting at. What would you go up to someone and you think the social credibility is worth going, hey, we know each other, you know?
Yes.
Because
It's a tough one.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to go up and say, hey, remember me?
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody go, you know my name?
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is tough.
And you have no.
You gotta wear it.
No. Don't ask.
You just gotta wear it.
If
Yeah,
what?
you're making me the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Some guy said at the race, he goes, do you know who I am? And I was like, yeah, dude, where were you last race or something? I don't know. And he goes, you don't know who I am, do I? I go, no. Tough, dude. You can't put somebody in the spot like that.
No.
Brad Pitt does pitch meetings and things with a million people.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt probably knows 4 people
Mhm.
in real life.
Yeah.
His agent, his manager,
Yeah, he pays all of them.
his girlfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah. He doesn't know anybody. Brad Pitt doesn't know anybody.
He goes, every now and then someone will give me context and I'll say, thank you for helping me. But I piss more people off. You get this thing like you're being
This is
egotistical.
brutal.
You're being conceited. But it's a mystery to me, man. I can't grasp a face. And yet I come from such a design aesthetic point of view. I'm going to get tested.
Oh gosh, this is like a tough like.
That closing statement is like,
It's like
wait,
you're
what?
like trying to like. I like it. This is like this is like the TikTok comment section where
Yeah.
you're like, everybody's gonna get your back, and it sounds horrible.
Mhm.
Like this girl, I used to have a job, like a desk job. This girl would yell at all the employees, and she would get mad at everybody. And then like one day she came in and said she had voice modulation disorder. She's like, she doesn't know how loud she's being.
Interesting.
She's like, I can't be. We're like, hey, not a thing.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Not a thing. That's like some people's argument about like ADD or whatever.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
Not a thing. It is a thing.
For sure.
It is. Yeah, it's a thing. But it's social. It's caused socially.
I
You're
wonder
like, how come people, when I was growing up, yeah, because there wasn't things that make people socially anxious back then.
They also used to think like, tornadoes were sent down directly from the gods because they wanted to punish us.
And if you like skin your knee, put dirt in it.
Yeah.
They also thought that. Yeah.
You discover things over time.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And I would imagine for a human being to live in Murfreesboro, I don't know where I would knock on Murfreesboro.
Big Murfreesboro episode.
To live there, go to high school there, graduate, and work at Progressive Auto Insurance, and companies weren't going under back then. There wasn't, you know what I'm saying? There was like not much to be anxious about. I mean, there, but not like there's so many like things.
I think it was
there's
more
so many things in your head.
There's definitely that.
Yeah, there's
times
more anxiety.
have changed.
Yeah,
I think it's also like we just didn't know what to call it or how to communicate it.
also
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nobody knew. Everybody
You know
was
what
just
you
like,
mean.
oh, I'm just kind of stressed.
yeah. And they're like, all right, yeah, go drink a Bud Light.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that'll help.
Yeah.
It's good for Brad Pitt.
Wild, dude. I hope he gets the help he needs.
That's nuts.
You
Yeah.
know?
This condition also known as face blindness. I'm gonna start using that. I got it, dude. I think I got it.
Prosopagnosia.
That's wild that no one else, he's never met someone else with it. He's like, and that's weird because I'm so into aesthetic.
That's the craziest thing about this. How many people
I bet
have prosopagnosia?
There, Google goes, what's that?
It just says Brad Pitt.
Google goes, no results.
It just goes, huh?
1 in 33 people?
What? Oh, dude, I have this.
More than 10 million. Everybody has
Bro,
it,
we
dude.
have this.
Everybody has this.
This is from Harvard.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're good.
And 2023. Oh, we all got this.
I have prosopagnosia.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
Who are you?
Listen, I'd love to remember your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet anyone that's important, I bet he remembers.
Yeah.
That's the thing about that.
Right.
It's tough to, you remember.
I mean, that's the disorder. That's what it does.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
you're right.
It's very selective, unfortunately.
I didn't make the cut line. Yes. Sorry, Brad doesn't remember you.
Yeah.
Tough. Let's get to some emails, dude. Let's hear from the fans.
1 in 33 people.
I got that for sure.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Now, if people say, I forgot, you say you have that.
Yeah.
You got the Brad Pitt.
I got proso.
You got a case of the.
Prosopags.
All right. We talked last week about writing down your order at why don't the waiters write down the orders?
Yes.
Don't be the worst.
Yes.
Write down your order. We got an email.
By the way,
here.
comments agreed with us on that one.
Thank you.
Finally,
okay.
we got one.
Yeah. All right. We don't have to be anonymous on these, right?
No, these are good.
Everybody.
Yeah, these are good to go.
Yeah. Heidi, you want to read it?
Yeah. Hey there, just listen to your latest podcast. I manage a restaurant, so 2 things. When interviewing someone looking for a server position and I see they have worked at Buffalo Wild Wings, it's always a hard pass.
Not Buffalo Wild Wings, dude.
Tough.
Tough.
Second,
Hate to see it.
my servers are required to write down the guest order and repeat it back to them to ensure it's correct. Love the pod. Hope to see you next time you're in Cali.
There you
Heidi.
go. Yeah, Heidi gets it.
Yeah.
If you own a restaurant, write it down.
Mhm.
Write it down.
Mhm.
You ever been on a cruise?
No.
They write it down, and they got like 3 things you can order.
Did you know that you can get a cruise with Carnival Cruise Lines through Shack right now? For
Yeah,
$209?
dude, big cruise, little cruise. Yeah, call back.
Big
yeah.
cruise,
Is
little
that what he's
cruise.
saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, write it down. Everybody, yeah. I mean, this truly, we kind of like randomly backed into we didn't back into it, but chose this name, and it's just over and over, it proves to be what this pod is about.
Every time.
Because I go, we all think this about tipping, and everybody goes, yeah, we all do. And the net positive on that is I don't tip on anything that's not a server or and I tip tons.
Yep.
Not a flex way, but I tip a lot.
Yeah.
If it's a server or someone, but if it's anything other than that, anything on an iPad is 0.
Do you like
Zero.
when they repeat the order back to you?
Yes.
I don't like it.
You don't.
No.
You should wear it at fast food or anywhere.
Anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
You got it.
I think I'm wrong
Oh, it
to
takes
feel
a
that
long
way,
time.
but I really
Yeah.
just look at it as like, no, I expect you to have it.
So
It's all
you'll
good.
have the steak
got it. You don't
medium
need to-
well with mashed potatoes, and you'll have like you're not. Oh yeah,
We just told you.
You kind of check out.
Yeah.
You kind of go.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here.
Sure.
Right?
I said it to you.
Yeah.
You wrote it down.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the mix-up?
Yeah, why are you telling me? I just told you.
Where could the mix-up be?
Right.
If you go, I did this, and he told me this.
Right.
And the cook goes this, maybe.
It's not like at the table.
Yeah.
We're playing telephone.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Hey,
I tell him that I want the chicken fingers. Also tell him I want this too.
Yeah.
And then
so did I get this correct that said you want the chicken fingers and macaroni and cheese off the kids menu? You're like, yeah, don't say it out loud. That's why I whispered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So I don't like to read it back.
I just said it.
Yeah.
Well, and you wrote it down.
Right.
Why did you say it back to me?
If you blew that
I like
assignment,
that.
like if
Yeah.
you couldn't do the A to B right there,
the rest
then
of this, let's get.
we're in trouble.
Yeah. it's
we
the
shouldn't be
wrap.
eating
Yeah.
here.
But I like that. Right. Everybody agrees that you should write the order down.
Yes.
I like that.
No question.
Yeah. What's next?
Sounds good. All right. This one.
Ooh. Tipping to pump tires. Oh, this combines two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Anonymous. Here we go.
A twofer.
Is it anonymous?
We'll read this one anonymous because it is tire pump.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, John and Alex. Great show. You guys make me feel like I know you and we are friends.
Welcome in.
We're friends.
I'm going to comment on that
Please.
at the end.
Go ahead.
At the end.
I listened last week to the pod about John using the front door of the restaurant instead of the side door. This is at Chili's, right?
I did that. I did Applebee's.
Applebee's. After he left a big tip so that he could get his tires pumped by the bartender.
Yeah.
This week, I was at the airport traveling alone and my flight was delayed.
Okay.
I decided to grab a drink while I waited.
As one does.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I went into a restaurant or bar at the airport and ordered one drink. One gun, please.
One drink, please.
One drink. There was a
Bud
very...
Light? Was it a Bud Light?
There was a very drunk man that came up to the bar. Of course, I was at the bar because what psychopath sits at a table alone?
Another callback.
Yep. And he was being very rude to the bartender.
Okay.
When I paid my tab, I decided to leave a tip in almost the same amount of my drink. So 100% tip.
Okay, but it's $4. But okay.
Fair.
Yeah, 100%. It's 100% on with $10.
Sure.
Less than 5. All right, but okay. I'm on board still.
I felt bad for the bartender having to deal with the rude man and said, and she was genuinely nice and even asked my name.
Good for her.
After I paid my tab.
This is a woman.
Yes.
Okay. Got
And
it.
left a very generous tip.
Yeah.
I drank my drink a lot slower to buy time for her to come around and see the very generous tip I left her. 80% tire pump, 20% me wanting to let this bartender know there are good people in the world that appreciate her. Maybe, just maybe, she needed that extra $10 to make rent this month.
I relate to that.
That's a good one.
I relate to that. That's a great one.
That's a good one.
That's a great one because it's like so like it's so pure, it's so innocent.
This is one of my favorite ones.
I like this a lot. She's saying she wanted to do good,
Mhm.
and then you just kind of wanted to.
I like it because it's a bailout tire pump. It's like the bartender's in a tough spot with this other patron right now.
Yeah.
You're saying
You're
like
trying to
I
give
can
him a
play hero
lifeline.
here.
And that's good. We want people in the world that are this, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah. And you go, wow,
this is good.
I did hang around a little bit to see if Wait, I'll read the last sentence again. After I paid my tab and left my very generous tip, I drank my beer a lot slower by time for her to come around. All right, all you want them to do, I would like to know from servers. They're like, what do you like? If someone tips you 100%,
Yes.
are you, because then if you go, there's no acknowledgement of
Right.
like, thank you, like that meant a lot, or right?
Yeah, like as a server, do you ever think of those people again?
Or I know when that, like, if I tip at a place that I frequent,
Mhm.
that they remember that. I obviously,
For sure.
Cilantro is across the street from my house.
Yes.
I go in there once a week
Yeah.
and eat at the bar, usually by myself. And I sit down and they bring me a sweet tea with a lemon and chips and queso.
Beautiful.
Not even, they just like go in there all the time and they take, but it's like more than tipping. It's like an ongoing.
Yeah, you're a regular there. You have a relationship with them now.
So, yeah. And if I think one time I like didn't pay my bill or something, but they're like, we got you. Or so I think I when I got home, I go, and then I came back, I was like, dude, I don't think I paid last time. And he's like, yeah, dude, I got you. And then it was just like all tipped out.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
I like
good
that.
for her. It feels so good to say. It feels good to read and it feels good to say.
How about this one? This one's from Ben.
Okay.
Hey, John, not a tire pump, so we can say the
here
name.
we go. Yeah.
Hey, John and Alex, I'm a farmer.
Okay.
And this time of year, I sit in the tractor a lot, and that means I get to spend a lot of time listening to podcasts and other content.
Okay.
Just
he could have
wanted,
said net positive, but he said podcast and other content,
Right,
which is
right.
all right. Yeah.
just wanted,
He could have said exclusively your podcast,
Right.
but here we are.
just wanted to let you know it is not completely mindless content.
Oh, we said last week, our friend Stephanie said
Yes.
her therapist said, listen to this podcast because it's mindless.
Ben goes on to say, I was too busy laughing along with you two that I hit the fence with the planter and took out about 15 feet of it. Now I'm sitting underneath of it, unwrapping barbed wire and still laughing along. Keep up the good work.
Good
Ben.
for this guy.
Thanks, Ben.
That makes me feel great.
Let's go.
That
dude.
makes me feel great. Ben is a farmer?
Yeah.
Listen, putting food
Let's go, Ben.
on the table of Americans,
Mhm.
the Net Positive podcast contributing. I mean, there's the guy that brings the seeds. There's the guys that brings the tractor. The Lord brings the rain. There's the fertilizer guy. And we're right up there.
That's us.
We're in there.
We're bringing the entertainment.
We're bringing the entertainment to the guy that brings the food.
Mhm.
And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good.
All right,
we
num-
had a lot of debates on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
go
got to
ahead.
cover this before we get out of here. Chivalry. I just said there's a lot of things that chivalrous men are supposed to do that don't make any sense.
Right.
And I said, like, why would you walk on the side of the street closest to the cars on the sidewalk? There's more dangers coming from the buildings. Why do you let women and children on first to the Titanic? Why would you pull out why would you let women order first at a restaurant? All these things that I go, what?
Yeah.
Why? But you're supposed to just do them.
I thought you debunked it quite well.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
And we have some rebuttals.
So this is Jonathan.
Johnny boy.
Jonathan says, yo, John, Alex, and crew, got to debunk your debunking of the sidewalk rule.
Okay.
A double debunk.
Mm,
I was walking beside one of my friends, a girl, flex,
okay.
in a group one time, and I made the switch to the outside of the sidewalk, and a car drove by and went through a puddle and splashed me and not her. I was wet and kind of mad, but also a hero who got his tires pumped for the rest of the evening for being a gentleman. I not only
Yeah.
looked good to the girls in the group, but I have a feeling I was bumped up a notch or two above the other guys because of this.
Still in the friend zone, but okay. I mean, come on.
Heartbreaking if he is.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking if true.
Oh.
So, moral of the story, John, lesson for you, John.
Yeah,
Here.
okay.
Never underestimate the power of being a gentleman,
Yeah.
and also the possible consequences
Mhm.
when Lydia gets splashed because you were too busy debunking chivalry on the the side of the sidewalk. I think that's a threat. I think he's
Dang,
he's
dude.
coming for your girl.
He's the one driving the car.
Yeah.
He's going to splash us.
Just driving around looking for you on rainy days.
Like the guy in Billy Madison.
Yeah.
The guy in Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
Love the pod. It is in no way mindless, really, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Nice. And as always, stay fresh, boys.
Yeah, this kid is in college.
Thanks, Jonathan.
He talks like he's in college.
Stay fresh, boys.
Stay fresh, boys.
Yeah.
This kid's in college. Christian college.
Christian
He
college.
goes to Christian college for sure. I like that guy.
We got one more about chivalry.
All right, here we go.
This is from Erin.
Okay.
Hi,
Girl is a girl.
A
Yeah,
girl.
All right, yeah,
Yes.
we can read that. Yeah.
Hi, John. I just had to comment on the chivalry segment of this latest podcast. Your argument about walking on the sidewalk makes me think the Amish bowl cut has to come back
Okay,
soon.
I favorited this and sent it to you.
Yes.
All right. This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is wild. This blew my mind. And if anybody, I mean, this is already a listener email, so you can't go against this one.
Mhm.
It's like in the White Elephant. You've already traded it once.
Ah,
It can't be traded
Okay.
again.
Okay.
So this is someone commenting back to us. So you can't comment back to this. This is the end of it.
It's over.
This is the end of
Yeah,
this
this is
argument.
end all be all.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
This is the truth.
All right. Actually, for the sake of your girlfriend, please literally don't bring the bowl cut back. Okay.
Okay.
Look into
I might.
why the Amish men ride on the passenger side of the buggy while the women are on the driver's side, meaning they're closer to the lane, the other lane.
Pause.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're the women, if you're in the buggy, if you're in the car,
Yeah.
you're in on the left side,
If you're driving,
which is closer.
typically.
Amish are typically 2 lanes,
Mhm.
so you're closer to the danger.
Mhm.
The women are
Yes.
okay. And
So they
read
put
this.
the women on the left side of the vehicle.
yes.
Okay.
And the reins are, I guess, up in the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure
The reins
you
they
can
go to
move
the
them around a
left.
little
Then
bit. Yeah.
okay, they're like in Europe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
But
exactly.
read why.
Women get the first hit and more likely will be severely injured or worse, but the man has a better chance of survival and can tend to the farm afterwards. Just let that breathe.
Oh man.
Do you feel vindicated?
That feels great.
Yeah.
Not for the women
Right.
that are going to get hit
Of course.
by the cars.
Yeah.
That is that. I mean, I don't know if that's true.
It must be.
That
It's the final email. It must be.
Yeah, I can't argue with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's like that is wild.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense when
Yeah.
it comes to like
Okay.
practically. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you lose that guy, he can't work on the farm anymore.
Okay, and in that culture,
Mhm.
the way that it is set up,
Yep.
if you were like, all we have is food. If we don't have food, we die. The guy here that knows about the food, it's like we got to protect him. We got to keep him alive.
Yeah.
The guy that can grow all the food.
Of course.
Because if we lose that, it's done.
Yeah.
She's saying women get hit first and are more likely to be severely injured or worse, but the man has a better chance of survival and can tend to the farm afterwards.
It's like you said, you gotta be ready to protect.
I read that and I go, that is wild.
Yeah.
That is, but you go, well, why do we do X, Y, Z? And they're like, that doesn't make sense. And you go, that's why.
I think
That's
that makes sense.
and what I'm saying is that maybe it should be retired, this practice, but it just gets passed down,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Like it just like men, if I drive for the most part at all times.
When you're like driving with Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the
I
same way.
think.
I drive like 100% of the time.
Why?
I like to.
So do I.
Yeah.
Why, you like to be in control? Wow, dude. Really? You like
yeah,
to,
that's it,
Yeah, you
dude.
like to be the
Yeah.
dictator of
Yep.
who gets to go where.
Mhm. Yep.
I mean, it's like that's but
No, I
it's
like driving the car. I don't like sitting passenger.
my buddy Isaac, his mom would drive everywhere.
Okay.
And his dad would ride passenger.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Wow. That's rare.
I think it's weird that it's rare.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
That
it is, for
All
sure.
right, that's a good example of that's not gender specific.
Right.
That's it. I mean, men are better drivers, but that's not. No, come on, dude. I just said
Statistically?
no. Hold on.
Statistically.
Why is that? That's like one that's just been.
Yeah.
I've always seen it
Yeah.
modeled that way to me.
Yep.
So I just do it,
Yeah.
and that was never listed. That wasn't listed in the chivalry, was it? In the top 10,
Drive. No.
but that would be more of like a why does the man always drive? That's a great question.
I've never thought
Why
about
does
this
the
before.
man- the
It's just
man
always been
always
something we've
drives?
done.
Yeah.
Statistics show that when couples drive together, it's usually the man behind the wheel.
Wow. Why? Is it sexism? Is that what they're saying?
This it says the answer is obvious: sexism.
Ah, okay. All right. The Week magazine.
Then it
Yeah.
also says men are better at parking in the second paragraph. So here you go. All right, hold on. We got science. Here you go. Women drive fine, says Claudia Wolf of Germany's Ruhr University.
Women drive fine, says
They drive
woman.
fine, says woman. Says woman conducting study. Hasbulla's fine, says Hasbulla.
Everyone loves me, says me. Oh, perfect.
But according to
Bud
Claudia
Light
Wolf,
is the best beer, says CEO of Bud
says
Light.
Mr. Anheuser. Okay, women drive fine,
Mhm.
but they take 20 seconds longer than men to park
Wow.
and still don't fit in the parking spot typically, according to their research.
You know what they can do better, though, is from the passenger seat, apparently find a parking spot for their man.
Always.
Yeah, they're good. They think they're good at that.
Yeah.
That's not necessary.
So yeah, it looks like
John,
women
why did you say that?
are worse
Yeah.
at parking. So that's
Wow.
why.
So that we're being chivalrous.
Yeah, I think so.
How do you parallel park a horse?
Ooh. Do they go and they have a reverse?
We gotta move on.
Should we end there?
Do we have one more? Or no.
No, we're good.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Go back to the topic list. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about.
What?
I said that read that first email again. Remember I said I was going to talk about this at the end.
Which email?
There was the first email that I want to talk about.
Oh,
something
that's
like
right.
that at the
Yeah,
end.
that
Yeah.
was in.
It was at the top one. It said I listened to the pod. It helps me fit in or something like that.
I think it was
What's it say?
in. It was in this one. Yeah, in the tipping one. Great show. We're not saying this person's name. You guys make me feel like I know you and we are friends.
Yeah. All right. If you lasted this long in the podcast, you feel that. You feel the same in some way. You feel
Yes.
the same.
Yes.
Some feel some level of shared ideas or connection with us or what we've said, right? And I try to do a good job of if I meet people out, they said they love the podcast, or obviously people that email, we try to give voice to these people. And by the way, the video mailbox is always open.
Mhm.
If you want to email or if you want to send us a video, you want to chat, say something, tell us what's going on in your life, you're more than welcome.
It's in the link in all our socials.
Yeah, I feel like there's another mass shooting yesterday
Mhm.
in Louisville, and it feels like people don't. I mean, this is a very, 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 very superficial explanation of what that person is feeling, and hopefully she's other people in her life, family, loved one, a spouse that she feels. I feel like I know you, and that we are friends.
Mhm.
All these people that are committing these egregious acts and a lot of violence and a lot of suicide. Seems like all that stuff is going up because I feel like nobody really had. We talked about this when we talked about the shooting. Is nobody has that much anymore,
Mhm.
and this is a very superficial. This is like a taste of it versus in real life, and we're friends with each other, and we all have support. But there's a lot of people that feel, and I feel the same with other art, is you feel heard
Mhm.
and you feel seen and you feel validated. And a lot of that is at my live shows, and the same with a podcast is you feel and this is what this girl is saying, that she feels not alone.
Mhm. Yeah.
And there's so many people that feel it's like turning into like a sermon or something like
No,
that.
it's
They
good.
just
Keep going.
feel alone,
Mhm.
dude, and they have they feel they've gotten beaten down by the system or America or capitalism or democracy or whatever it is, right? And they don't have any other options. And the internet's a very lonely place, man. Very lonely place. And there's a lot of people out there that I feel like you commit an act like that, you harm another person because you are. But I think the guy in Louisville, I don't know specifically, but I think he's got fired from that job,
Mhm.
right? Like the girl in Nashville with the shooting was felt excommunicated from that. I don't know specifically, but
Sure.
the people are on these margins, and like to go out and do something like that, you have nobody, not one friend. And I don't say this in any kind of way that's any more serious than it is this is like if like the lack of people having that, it's not so much accountability, but the lack of people having a community
Mhm.
and people that love them, or people that at least know that they are. When I was in rehab, I was not on the internet for 8 months, and so many people were like, where are you at? We miss you. Can't wait to have you back. We missed your comedy. It felt like I was on this planet, needed and wanted, and I fit in somewhere. And when people lose that and you're totally isolated, and there's a lot of these things that people watch on the news that they feel the same way we feel about them. And we talk about it, joke about it. It does lighten the burden
Mhm.
for a lot of people. And I don't take that. I don't take that lightly. We're obviously joking around about everything on this podcast, and it's fun. But if you made it this far, you do feel some level of community with myself and with you and Andrew and the people here. And if you've emailed in any way or liked something or watched something, you do feel a part of this group. And we, as we can't obviously be best friends with everybody, but we would like you to know that you're part of us.
Mhm.
We I mean, I can't say we care about everybody because we don't know everybody, but you are valued, and you are, I mean, outside of our relationship with me and you, that you're loved and you deserve to be on this planet, and there's a place for you. As simple as I can say it.
I think that's really well said.
I mean, yeah, I just don't understand how people could keep, and truth be told, it's probably not at this level of where we are in society, it's not going to be the government, right?
No.
It's not going to be the government or a law that's going to get, if you think for whatever way this country is off track. Unfortunately, no legislation or governmental implementation is that's not the answer.
Mhm.
It's going to be people like us finding people and connecting with people and making sure people feel loved and valued and are a place in this earth that they can connect.
Agreed.
You can hang out with us and we'll come in and we'll make fun of Bud Light and people doing dumb stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if that's a 2 hour, sorry for going so long. If that's an hour and a half, if that's a 1 hour respite from the heaviness of society, you're welcome to come hang out with us.
Love it.
That's it. Net positive. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, sure, it was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.